You ready?
Ready for what? Something that'll really hit the spot.
Always quick with a joker to light up your smoke.
It's fun and educational.
Welcome to Coffee Talk, a joint production between 3WV and Higher Education. Welcome, Ashley, Seth, and Dawn here in the studio.
Hello.
So this week we have yet another holiday. Gosh, March is really full of fucking holidays, isn't it? St. Patrick's Day, yay! Woo! It's the Green Day. It doesn't get much better
Gotta
than a
love
green
that holiday. I can support a green holiday.
I like green holiday. I'm not a drinker, but I mean, you can still smoke for St. Patrick's Day. You just have to do it out of a green pipe, or maybe with some green food coloring in your water pipe.
Ooh, good idea.
You could do that. I like that. Or just smoke green stuff.
Right.
I like that the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's my plan.
St. Patrick's Day is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
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 You know.
Support green all day.
Go green. Is it Aaron go bra? Right?
What?
Aaron wear a bra. Right? Aaron go bra?
It's
a saying you say.
Yes. Something people say.
Aaron go bra. I don't know what it means, but you say that on St. Patrick's Day, and I'm saying it. Aaron go bra. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. To all my, 4 listeners out there. Thank you very much.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
We have Ashley, and she needed some education. Her and her challenge cones. Fucking wasted shit,
Hey,
man.
I'm just a traditional smoker, okay? Like, I am actually learning. So if anything, I am a good example of what you're teaching to others.
Absolutely.
So maybe I have to be graded at the end of all this. So,
I love this.
There will be a test.
Yeah. Do I get to smoke during this test? Because that could be like.
I think it's essential.
I think it's
helpful.
essential.
Yeah.
I think it's essential.
Yeah.
I can't wait to start smoking in the studio and see how the powers that be feel about this. But it is essential.
And or the fire alarms go off and destroy the computer systems. And
This could be fun.
Is there a sprinkler in here?
I don't see a sprinkler.
I don't see a sprinkler. I think we're going to be okay in this room.
Okay.
Fuck
I
yeah.
used to do, I think I could disable that smoke detector.
And look, there's a window, right, that we can actually open. So we can stick our faces in there. And there is a lot of fine vapables that
I
would,
was just thinking that too.
I mean, that
we
window
don't have to
doesn't go.
smoke. We could always vape.
Oh, we could always
that's
eat
true.
some stuff too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I had some homemade cookies this past weekend. They were really, really good.
Yeah,
Isn't
nice.
that awesome?
Yeah.
I love making butter.
Those things don't make you cough though.
No, they do not make you cough.
And this is coffee talk.
But when you have kids around, it's so much easier.
Until they like
you don't
your
have to
cookies.
sneak out the house or anything, but you do have to hide the cookies. So
Yeah.
really
You have to
well.
just make the cookies out of stuff they don't like. Like, make sure they're like grown-up flavored cookies. Really dark chocolate, so it's so bitter. Your kids are like, no, mommy, no. I dig.
I'm here to share my journey just for you. It all started out with the higher ed crew. Down on West Main, I was hanging with a friend when we saw the higher ed sign down around the bend. My boys said, let's check it. It could be a banging shop. When we walked into the store, man, it made my jaw drop. There were tubes and hand pipes, rigs and more. They even have a water pipe as tall as the door. Gas masks, rollers, papers made of rice. Sure-ish, it was a smoker's paradise. My jaw dropped, my eyes popped. Boy, I was reeling. Then the friendly shopkeep said, yo, hey, how you feeling? I said, wow, this your shop. It's really, really great. I just stumbled in, yo, man. It must be fit. You got the packs, volcano, and even the kind. Man, the taste can be real hard to find. You got Roar, Pulsar, and Sheldon Black. Damn, I'm definitely coming back. This place is cool, dope, and really nice. That's why higher education is the smoker's paradise.
Now offering curbside pickup and shipping direct to your door. Higher Education, Charlottesville's CBD superstore since 2017, providing high-quality CBD and education about all its amazing benefits. Higher Education, because CBD is a lifestyle, not just a greener trend. Today we're lucky enough to have Mike from Rescue Detox with us to discuss detox products, products to help us when we have a drug test, correct?
That is correct.
So welcome, Mike. Thanks for
Mike.
calling in and letting us interview you today.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely. So at Higher Education, we only carry Rescue Detox, and people come in all the time and ask us if we have any kind of products, and it's the only one we carry. It's the only one we found that's that we can stand behind. We love it. So can you tell us how long you've been in the industry and what makes you guys so fabulous?
So we've been in the industry since 2004, so almost 17 years now. And one of the best parts that separates us from other brands is that, we felt like if you are going to be cleansing your body of toxins, that the stuff that you put into yourself to cleanse your body should be healthy. So our products are 100% all natural. We don't use any artificial ingredients or anything synthetic. All of our flavorings are actually real fruit flavorings. We don't use anything artificial there. And so we just felt that, the best way to cleanse yourself of toxins is to not put other artificial stuff in you, but use Mother Nature and have her, help cleanse you out.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's great, because I know so many things can be so much harsher on your body than necessary, and then you're kind of damaging yourself just for some stupid test.
Can I ask a question? How much longer does it take, I guess, if you're using the more natural stuff, or is it like for it to actually clean your system? So if you're on a timeline and you're getting ready to do a test, like how soon do you need to take it?
Well, it's actually impressive. Mother Nature is powerful in her own right. Really, you only need 90 minutes after taking the product before you're good to go for your cleansing deadline.
Wow, that's awesome. For this product we're talking about, it's actually Rescue Detox.
Like the ice caps?
The ice caps?
Or the ice shot?
Yeah. So, so that information that is accurate for the ice caps, the ice shot, and all of our drinks and liquids. Basically, that information was accurate for all of our, what we call our instant cleanses. We do also offer permanent cleanses as well, but those are taken over the course of several days.
Nice.
Can you talk a little bit about the more permanent ones? Like the differences between the two?
Yeah, so the permanent ones are really cool. An instant cleanse is what most people kind of are familiar with. It's also generally called a mask or just a temporary.
Right.
The permanent cleanse we actually invented. The first one we came out with was called the 5-day permanent cleanse. And basically, after you take this detox over the course of 5 days, as long as you don't introduce any other toxins, you are going to be clean forever. Basically, until you reintroduce a toxin into your body, once you're done with that 5-day cleanse, you will be permanently clean forever. So it's perfect for people that, if you don't know when you have a test coming up, but you just know it's going to be around in the future, that's why we have the 5-day permanent cleanse. One of the best parts about it as well, we also include a temporary cleanse with every permanent. That way, on the day of your cleansing deadline, just in case you might have had, a toxin or two in between starting your program, you're going to be prepared for the day of, no matter what.
Yeah, that's great.
That's really cool. I know I'm sorry, I don't want to get back to a little bit about those instant detoxes. We can talk more about the permanent ones, I guess, later. But as far as the instant ones go, there's an ice shot and there's an ice cap. And the difference of them has, and those are instant. So if I found out right now I needed to take a test, I could instantly use them. I don't have to prep in any way besides that 90 minutes.
That's correct. There really is. There's no prep that's actually, that we require. Obviously, the most amount of time that you can avoid, the most amount of time you can stay away from toxins, the better.
Of course.
But some people just don't have that kind of luxury. And so that's why for something like that, the ice capsules or the 32-ounce drink, both of those are exactly what we would recommend, if you have very little time and you were exposed to toxins recently. So
it takes 90 minutes to, kick in. How long does it last for?
Everybody's a little bit different. We like to talk in certainties. So we like to say that you have at least, at the very minimum, we're going to guarantee that you've got 5 hours of clean time. And so basically after that night, that 5 hours starts after you've urinated 3 times after taking the detox. So you'll take the detox, you'll drink water. After you've urinated 3 times, Every pee after that third one is going to be clean for the next 5 hours, and that's what we guarantee. Now, some people could get 7, 8, 12 hours of clean peas out of it, and that is totally possible. Everybody's a little bit different, but we like to, for our guarantee, we like to say that you're good for at least 5 hours.
That's awesome. You mentioned a guarantee. So do you really have a guarantee?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We absolutely have a guarantee. Sometimes even medicine doesn't work for people, right? Like everybody's a little different.
Sure.
We like to say this isn't holy water. It kind of almost is, but not quite. So, everybody's a little bit different. If anything happens, reach out to us as the manufacturer. We do issue a money-back guarantee. We will stand by higher education as well. If you guys want to offer a guarantee, we just want our customers to be happy. We're here. We started the Detox business because the owner had to get past the drug test himself, and he thought it was ridiculous that he was going to be, essentially persecuted for things that he did on his own time,
Absolutely.
So that's why, we want people to succeed in the detoxification process. And if you do spend the money on Rescue Detox and for whatever reason you have a negative experience, we will absolutely stand behind that and issue a money back or a replacement product.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. Awesome. I know that, we opened the store in Virginia 5 years ago, and we've always carried your product. It is the only detox product that higher education carries. We don't tend to have, I know some stores like to carry a couple different ones. I don't understand that. You either believe in it or you don't. There shouldn't be options. It's the good one or it doesn't work. Does it work or not? If you find one that works, I don't know why I'm giving people options. And I found one that works, and I thought it was Rescue Detox. And you guys are the only one we carry in the store. I am the buyer for this store, and I don't ever look at any of these other products because I've never had a problem with yours. And that's amazing to say in 5 years, because I don't just deal with one drug test once in a blue moon. I find out about people's drug tests every day, and at this point, knock on wood, we have had such an amazing reputation because of your product. People really pass, and they love it. They love it. Thank you. Thank you. It makes us great because you're great. We love it.
I appreciate you guys carrying us. We've been in business together for a long time now, and obviously relationships are very important. I really do appreciate higher education has Rescue Detox, and I do agree. I like that. When you only carry one brand, that's the brand to stand behind, and it doesn't give any confusion to the customers. You're not just making a money grab trying to carry everything. You've got your customers' best interests in mind.
Absolutely.
And that's what's important.
I got to tell you, one of the other things that I love about the Rescue Detox is the 800 number that's on the box, the live customer support that's available for any customer. It's just nice. I always tell our customers to give y'all a call, talk to the experts, get somebody on the phone, and we did it. We called, just to see what it was like, and it's a
nice
wonderful
lady.
Person. Yeah.
She was really
walked us
sweet.
through the
She
process.
explained the whole thing.
Yeah.
We acted like we weren't who we are, and she explained everything and made us feel good and understand exactly how to use the product, and told us which one to buy based on body weight, because something we haven't gotten into already is that you don't just have the ice caps, it's the ice shot, and depending on your body weight, I believe, or your toxicity.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So there's two levels, the 17-ounce drink and the ice shot. Both of those are good for people who are less than 200 pounds or a low to medium toxin user. Now, I'm less than 200 pounds, but believe me, I would go for the ice caps or the 32-ounce drink because I'm a heavy toxin user. So that's exactly what I would choose. But to get back onto the Cleansing Coach hotline, that is one of the best things that we offer. No other brand has that. Other brands have phone numbers, but it'll give you a recorded reading of what's on the package. And what's on the package really doesn't tell you how to use the detox effectively. So I would absolutely recommend for anyone that gets a detox from higher education, call that Cleansing Coach hotline. We've got tons of tips and tricks to make sure that you're going to pass on the day of your cleansing deadline. And we answer that phone 7 days a week, 18 hours a
Awesome.
day. All of our Cleansing Coach representatives are based out of the United States. And so you're going to speak to someone who is, fluent in English. And we even do have one Cleansing Coach rep that speaks Spanish as well. So we try to cover the vast majority of, the United States callers.
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
I'll tell you, selling the product, it really is helpful. The customers have a ton of questions, and, I can answer a lot of them, but I can't answer all of them. And all of our sales reps have this, extra help also. And it's just, a really wonderful thing for us at Higher Education also.
And you have managed to educate us through the literature. So our staff has all the information they need. So every time someone comes in, we're like, yeah, this is easy to sell because Rescue Detox tells us, so much. We have all the information. We have this cleansing coach hotline, and it definitely makes it an amazing product that customers get they really get their bang for their buck on this. And the fact that we've never had to hear a single story of not passing a test. In all the years we've carried it. Not one person has come back and said I didn't pass. That's fucking awesome. That's really awesome.
That's a real great right there. Yep, and that's exactly what we strive for,
Yep, absolutely. So we were talking about the toxicity level. So I have a question you were mentioning because of, size and weight and everything. So women tend to store their toxins in their fat, and even when we're tiny, we have fat cells. I don't, you know what I'm saying? We're put together slightly differently.
But everything, it is evolutionary. Yep.
So how would that work for a woman when, 200 pounds? There's a whole lot of us out there who don't come close to 200 pounds, but we might have larger reservoirs of fat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Reservoirs of fat. That's what I wanted to say. Reservoirs of fat. So would we, would you recommend the shot probably then instead of the caps for women who, because of that higher reservoir of fat? I know that's where we carry toxicity.
Yeah, so actually I would recommend the caps. So the shot is supposed to be equal to the 17-ounce drink, so that should be for people 200 or lower, or low to medium toxicity levels. I myself would prefer the caps. I've had to do a couple life insurance tests. So I use the caps myself, work with flying colors, so no nicotine would show up or anything like that, because you really don't want the nicotine to show up in your life insurance test because you'll get a higher premium. And the reason why you don't want to drink a drink for that is because there's some sugar in the drink, and so you don't want to come out as diabetic either. So there are some benefits to the cap, but for women, unless you have very low, unless you're not a daily user, you have very low toxin levels, the shot would be great. Otherwise, I really like to recommend the capsules to folks because you're just going to get the best chance possible to pass your cleansing deadline.
Absolutely. Yeah. So is there any chance of over cleansing yourself? Like say, some tiny petite female comes in, she weighs 110 pounds and she says, I'm not really highly toxic, but I want these caps anyway. Is there any chance that she could overly cleanse herself?
That's one of the benefits is going all natural. If any sort of excess detox that happens to be in you, your body's an amazing machine and it'll just pee it all out.
Right.
So you really cannot over cleanse yourself because it is 100% all natural. Anything extra will just be peed out. So that is one of the reasons why we do recommend, if you're unsure, go with the strongest thing possible because your body's going to be able to tolerate it no problem.
Isn't that sort of how the detox also works? Like it's that this all natural product and your body flushing that out of your system. Yeah.
So the two reactions that occur in your body from the ingredients. The first one is after you take a detox, the ingredient in there, cascara root, that tells all of your fat cells to release all the toxins. As Dawn already pointed out, your fat cells are what holds all the toxins. So that one will tell the fat cells to release all the toxins. And then there's a natural diuretic that's put in there that helps make you pee. And so once your fat cells have released all those toxins, then your body just pees them out. And that's exactly how the detox works to mask yourself for, 5 hours or more.
Wow. Yeah,
that's
kind of
really
amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's like a lot more than I knew about how that works.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Good thing. Yeah, when I learned about it years ago, I was like, wow, this is actually a really awesome thing, and it does feel good to help people, especially when they call on that cleansing coach hotline. A lot of people, they're scared, they don't know what's going to happen. They've got a really important day coming up where they could face some consequences if this doesn't work. And so it's a good thing that I really enjoy the helping people, and I really enjoy that, we go the extra lengths to put in extra protein and supplements in our detox to make sure that everyone's going to have a positive experience on their cleansing deadline.
That's really awesome. So the instant gives you that instant, but it also actually has some real benefits to detoxifying you for real a little bit. I mean, I know not fully, but it is helping your body purge some of those toxins.
Oh, that's very true. Our products are absolutely very similar to exactly how, a normal detox would work if you're just going for like a colon cleanse or like just a full body detox to help kickstart, a diet or a training plan. My parents have used it. We've got family members of in the Rescue Detox family that use the 5-day permanent cleanse to help kickstart them when, they want to go on a diet or something. So, yeah, this is a real detox product. We just have, that extra cascara root ingredient that provides the extra benefit of also cleansing toxins too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's time for a second break here at Coffee Talk with Rescue Detox's Mike, Higher Education's Dawn and Seth, and 3WV's Ashley.
CBD.
We will help you with your anxiety. We'll pick you up when you're feeling low. And nothing costs a pocket full of dough. Relax your body, free your mind. Higher Ed is the place to find.
CBD.
Let us help you with your anxiety.
Now offering curbside pickup and shipping direct to your door. Just call to place your order at 434-293-PUFF. Higher Education, Charlottesville's CBD Superstore since 2017, providing high-quality CBD and education about all its amazing benefits. Higher Education, because CBD is a lifestyle, not just a greener trend. Be careful and smoke at home. And remember, share the experience, not the pipe.
Higher Education is still open, so come in.
Best prices, best selection, most knowledgeable. Higher Education, Charlottesville CBD headquarters.
Welcome back to Coffee Talk with Rescue Detox Mike, Higher Education's Dawn and Seth, 3WV's Ashley. All right, so we've been talking about detox, and we've been talking about instant detox, which is really awesome, especially when you don't know you're about to have to take a test. But there's another type of detox product that's a permanent detox product that actually lasts forever until you choose to get dirty again, we like to say at the store.
So you choose to retoxify yourself.
And there's multiple versions of this, though. There's a 5 and a 10-day, and then there's a regular and I believe a concentrate.
Yep, there is a 5-day concentrate, as well.
So there's only 3. It's a 5 and a 10-day regular and then a 5-day concentrate?
That is correct, yep.
Okay, 3 of these products. So can you explain the difference between these 3 products for us?
Absolutely. So the 5-day was the original permanent cleanse that we came out with. And so after you take this detox over the course of 5 days, you will be 100% clean for any test until you reintroduce those toxins again. So if you don't know when your test is going to be and you had a raging weekend and you're going to, take a break for a little bit and your test coming up, the 5-day cleanse is perfect because it works for people even with high toxin levels. And it will get you clean at the end of that 5 days. Also, in our permanent cleanses, we do include a temporary as well, just in case for the day of your deadline. That way, if, on day 6, day 7, you have a little bit of toxins and then you hold off a bit until your cleansing deadline, that way you still have those instant cleanses. That way, you can totally pass and you didn't have to be completely sober for, however long it was, a week or more.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that was the 5-day. And then we have the 10-day as well. Now, the 10-day is basically twice the strength of the 5-day, and it is drawn out over 10 days. That's for someone who is over 200 pounds and is a heavy toxin user. I'm talking, daily dabs and daily wax or concentrate consumption. And for someone that, really thinks that they are dirty and needs to get clean. Now, if you know
Ashley's
you've got 10 days before cleansing deadline, I would almost always recommend a 10-day cleanse. The more that you can detoxify yourself, the better, the better chance that you're going to have. And so those are the big differences between the 5-day and the 10-day is really how much time you have. The 10-day is twice as strong. Now, we understand and we learned, after concentrates became big, that the 10 days, most people don't have that kind of time. That is kind of a luxury for the drug testing world. So that's why we came out with the 5-day concentrates. Now, the 5-day concentrates is essentially the 10-day contents fit into a 5-day pack. So you are going to get a lot more extra detoxification. And then we include twice the amount of bonus capsules for your same-day cleanse as well. That way, just in case you have a little slip-up or, you go out to a party or something and in the middle of your cleanse, you still have that instant cleanse at the or the detox, at the very end, so that you are 100% sure that you're completely clean. It's basically a fail-safe. If you're going to spend a lot of money on a permanent cleanse, we're really going to give you that permanent and the instant cleanse to 100% make sure that you pass.
I love the permanent cleanse as well because you could use this, like you said, for insurance purposes, but also, like if you were joining the military, you take a drug test when you go in, and then you join the military, you might actually be giving those things up. You're starting a new life and you want to just have your body purged of these things, or maybe you just had a New Year's resolution and decided you don't want to eat gross foods anymore, smoke nicotine, anything, and you could have, you're just completely flushed out and you get to start anew.
Yeah, the permanent cleanses are perfect for, that New Year's resolution or anytime you want to turn over a new leaf. This really will kickstart your body, remove the toxins. Even if you don't have a cleanse, this is perfect for just removing toxins, getting you feeling better about yourself and about your body so that, you can move forward and do, whatever it is you set out to, lose weight or get in shape or just, try to clean up your diet. This is the perfect jumpstart for that as well.
So I have a question kind of out of left field, and I know that, you're not a doctor.
Not right field.
So I know you're not a doctor, but say there are women who get really sick when they're pregnant and can't eat. So they choose to, partake in other things that will help them get hungry, which is overall essentially better for the baby because you're feeding the baby. What would you recommend? I mean, you're saying this is all natural. Would you be able to recommend that for someone who's pregnant and maybe needs to get it out of their system before delivery or something like that?
We do, thankfully because of our cleansing coach hotline, we hear this question quite often. And, first of all, on our hotline, we are absolutely no judgments whatsoever. Everyone's their own person. When you call in, we're just going to give you the advice. There will be no tone whatsoever except for maybe positive and happy. But to answer your question, yes, this, because it's 100% all natural, it is safe for pregnant and expecting mothers to use. Absolutely.
That's awesome. On that note, I guess another health thing, and again, we know you're not a doctor, so you have to be careful, but my father's on dialysis, and I have been changing his diet and is getting his diet healthier and healthier. Can he do something like this, or would this be too much for him?
That is a really good question. Medical opinion might be preferred. True medical opinion might be preferred here, but I'm going to resort back to the fact that our products are 100% all natural. We have spoken to doctors and medical professionals before. They have yet to tell us hey, this is not good for anyone under any sort of condition. Basically, because it's 100% all natural, it's nothing harmful or bad to your body. What's going on? It's literally just releasing the toxins from the fat cells and flushing them out. The diuretic is just a little bit stronger than, what you find in caffeine anyway. So without being a medical expert, I would say, yes, it is a safe product for pretty much everybody.
Thank you so much, Mike, for all your information and education about Rescue Detox.
Absolutely, Dawn and team. I really appreciate y'all having me on the show this morning.
And anybody out there who is having a drug test or just wants to clean their body and they're looking for a product, Rescue Detox is definitely the best product out there. They have a cleansing coach hotline to help anybody who's in need of help or has any questions. You can pick it up at Higher Education, Charlottesville, 619 West Main Street.
Or Higher Education Richmond at 2307 West Cary.
Or you can pick it up online at highereducationsmokeshop.com. So thanks again, Mike, for coming, and I hope you'll come back and visit us again and tell us about some of your other great products.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. It's been really informative.
Thank you.
Absolutely, everybody. I really appreciate Dawn and team being on the phone call this morning. And reach out to us, call me on the Cleansing Coach hotline, and I'll be happy to help anytime.
And that's it for this episode of Coffee Talk, a joint production with Higher Education and 3WV. Thanks everyone for listening.